just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on a jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Bortles' Jaguar.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Smith forced out to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Hunt, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Smith, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Blair Brown leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Bortles. And he fires one, but incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Here we go now. Zone. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
Here we go on fourth down with Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3 hit.
Here we go. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bortles now on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Blair Brown in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Throwing is Smith. It's Hill. Complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. On first down, Smith. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Again, Smith. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Smith throwing again. Dumps that off to Ware. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. On target over the middle to Hill. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Easy. Check. There we go. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left. Black 58 rail.
On first down, Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fournette, first down, still going. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On first down, it's Smith being chased out left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And going deep for Hill. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on third down, Smith. Buying time to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Smith now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. Powers through. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Smith. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. Smith on first down. Dancing to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. They run again with Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, they just...
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. It can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Back to the ground on 1st down. Again, Ivory. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. In motion now is Lee. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at him. We've got him now.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Smith to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Jalen Ramsey came into the NFL with one consistent universal knock, if you want to call it that, and that's ball skills. During his career at Florida State, just 3 total interceptions. Doesn't look like he doesn't have ball skills to me with that late-game interception that may have sealed things.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion now is Lee. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.